idea how to find this. Is it towards the beginning or is it towards the end?
Well, in the middle of the whole opera, or
Of the whole opera, yeah. It's towards
yeah,
the middle.
it's towards the beginning.
Towards the beginning.
It's right after that first recit.
All right, go ahead and after the first recit. Oh, okay. Well, that tells me something. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's scena seconda, right? The second scene, is that right? And it says hold on a second.
Yeah, same too.
So it says Will sta seduto sul muretto del tetto. Is that it?
Yeah, that's the stage selection, and then yeah, that's the stage selection, and then after that, that's his first line of the aria.
Che delirio questa vista,
Yeah.
right? All right, now I'll translate that for
Yeah,
you, please.
how wonderful is this?
The view, right?
Yeah, the view.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
rooftop.
Okay, and then che mi allieta questa sera. What does that mean? Sera.
Sarah, that I am enjoying this evening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Evening is sera, right?
Sarah.
Sera. And questa is this. How beautiful is this view? I'm enjoying this evening. Da sul tetto io la sento.
From the rooftop, I hear. I feel. Yeah.
What is quotidiana meraviglia? What does that mean? Do you know?
The usual marvel.
Usual what?
Marvel, as in marvelous.
Oh,
Marvel.
okay. All right. So he's just up there, just feeling good because it's so beautiful and thinking about how beautiful everything is. For a change, right? Because he's in the hospital. Right?
And then by the end of the aria, he goes back to reality and remembers
he's got to be quarantined and get his treatments and all that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it starts out pretty cheerful and optimistic, and it's going to end up in a kind of dark place at the end, right?
So, yeah, unlike Stella's first aria, which is exactly the opposite. They're sort of a mirror image of each other.
Oh, okay. So
Apparently.
her aria will start out a little bit in the dark place and then get more optimistic as it goes, right? And then it says at the end of Will's aria, it says Stella arrives, and then there's a recit between the two of them, right?
Yeah.
And so I see if bless you, if it's similar to the movie, I seem to remember they were kind of not real, like let's just say positive towards each other at the beginning, right? I mean like she thinks he's too careless, right, and kind of mocks him, and he thinks he doesn't want to be told what to do and stuff, right?
I remember that.
Yeah, that's what I remember about the movie. Okay, but for now we just want to come up with something that is feeling pretty cheerful at the beginning, right? So
yeah, I'm feeling some sort of a, even though the text sort of sounds like a, sort of like a, kind of like Silent Night kind of waltz. Not exactly Silent Night, but sort of that kind of.
So you want to have this in a meter of 3 with a little bit of a waltz flavor to it, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So
not like a carousel type sound, but.
Okay. Well, let's listen to the rhythm
Yeah,
The rhythm of each couplet or each line. Che delirio questa vista, right? Questa vista. So what are you thinking for the melody for that? Okay. Che delirio questa vista, right? Now you know what key you're in?
G.
Okay, good. Okay. Now, che mi allieta questa sera. Now, how? Do-da-dee. Che mi allieta. Che mi allieta questa sera, right? Che mi allieta questa sera. Is that what you did?
Yeah.
Che mi allieta. How many syllables is? So it has to be che mi allieta. Okay, and okay, che mi allieta questa sera.
Yeah.
Che mi allieta questa sera. Right?
Yeah.
So play the first phrase. Okay, play it with chords if you can. Okay, let's do that one more time. Okay, you haven't thought a whole lot about the chords yet, have you?
Well, I know what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, try just going up. Try get. Okay, good. Yeah. No. Try it with both hands. Okay. I'm just thinking about other possibilities for your chords rather than just going right up the scale.
That chord I don't use that often.
Yeah, no, I know. That actually sounds more like something Puccini would do.
I'm not that big of a Puccini fan, so I don't
I know you're
understand.
not. But I do like that chord. How about try the second chord being a B minor instead of a G. You use a G second inversion for your second chord. So all you got to do is move your fifth finger to a D. No. Yeah, try it like that. Just see what it sounds like with the melody. I'm not sure that I like the F sharp minor that much, but it might be you could change the melody.
I just don't want to just keep going.
Yeah, I know. I don't want you to do that either. Yeah, just 1, 4, 5 all the time.
Yeah, that's why I did that.
No, I like the chord. I'm thinking, and it'll be a subtle difference. Do da dee da da da. How about you try like do da dee da ba da do dum. Just try left. Just left hand. So you know. Yeah. Now try that with the B minor and the F sharp minor, okay? Yeah, now, yep, yeah, now try it with the right hand. Now this is B minor here, yeah. What do you think?
Something to think about, definitely.
Yeah, it's okay, huh? I mean, I don't. Yeah, I don't know that the melody is necessarily better that way, but I think it's just as good, you know. Instead of going do da dee da do da dee da do da dee da 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 do da.
Because the way I usually think of when I'm letting the music to go with words, especially these Italian words, I think that it works best if the you know how the stresses of the syllables of the words, like, you know how the notes are usually a little higher on the stresses of the syllable.
But you also can make those stresses by duration, right? Do ba dee dum da 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 dum. The B is a stressed da dum, E is a stressed syllable, right? Che delirium questa vista. I da da dee da do da dee. They're both of those work fine. I just think that one might work better with your chords. Try doing this, Hayden. Try do da dee da and play then the melody that we changed, okay? Do da dee da 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 da. Yeah. Now what I want you to do is before you go on, let's get this one just right. Just a bar, but just one bar of D major, and then one bar of B minor. All right, now do that same chord progression, but do it with the way that you have the melody. Go back to the original. Yeah, and now go to the F sharp minor with the next. You could, instead of using a 4 chord, you could use a 5 chord there if you want. You know, you could use an A7 there as the next to last chord. Try it like that once. Here's the B minor. I think that's not so shabby. Yep. Yeah, that position, that's great. Yeah. Try it from the beginning again. There was one other thing I was hearing that, you know, all this stuff is of course optional. You can just do it the way you did it at the beginning. You know, it's your piece. Try it at the what we just did and stop when I ask you to stop. But do it the way we just did it. Okay, there's a thing in the melody I think might sound kind of cool. What do you think?
What were you thinking?
Well, I can't remember what I was thinking. I should have stopped you before. I can't remember what. Play it one more time, okay? Yeah. There. When you go to the F sharp, instead of going A G F sharp, you go A E F sharp. So go to A. Yeah. Yeah. Try it like that. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Dee da. Yeah, and how about let the singer do a little melisma. Dee da do da ferro, ferro. You know what I mean? Questa sera, instead of questa sera, it's questa sera. What do you think?
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, singers like it if you let them. You let them be. I mean, you know that Mozart and Rossini and a lot of Bellini, all these guys, you know, they somehow had entire passages where it's going, oh, you know.
Handel did it more.
Handel beat that into the ground, didn't he?
Yeah.
Right. Well, they had these composers had singers they worked with, who they just thought their voices were heavenly, and they just wanted to get a chance for them to show off, you know, what the singers show off. I liked what you just did now. One thing though is we have a full cadence at the end of this, don't we? I mean, it's going a 5/1 cadence, or if you did a 4/1 cadence, it's going to the 1 chord at the end of this little two line couplet, right?
Well,
Right. What would you think of maybe adjusting the melody so that you don't go back to the 1 chord at the end, so that we can get the 4 bar, the 4 lines as a phrase instead of just 2 lines, you know? Because if 2 lines are if you're always cadencing at the end of 2 lines, it will start seeming like, you know, it's just a natural acoustical phenomenon when you hear things and they sound like they end after 2 lines, and then the next 2 lines it ends, and the next 2 lines it ends. It'll start seeming tedious. You know what I mean, Hayden? So maybe you don't agree with that, but that's what I found. Actually, you can, when you listen to great works of Beethoven or Schumann, or even going back to Mozart, a lot of times the phrases will feel like they're going to end, and then they manage to do things that make the phrases feel like they go on, and the music feels more continuous that way. So let's see if we can, and again, this is an option, this is just an option. If you really want to have, a 4 to a 1, or a 5 to a 1 at the end of the first 2 lines, you can do that, okay? But otherwise, let's just see if we can find another. Questa vista. Okay. And then we'll play the rest of them. Yeah, how about da 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 da. So you go. Here, let me just play for you for a second. What do you think?
I think that will work that.
Yeah. Well, we'll try it one time. Try it one time. Da 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 dee. Yeah. Now, can you do it with the chords? Yeah, that's F sharp minor. I used B minor there. Yeah. How about if we make it a whole false cadence? So you go, you go F sharp minor. Da da da. Listen for just a second, okay? Da 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 dee, da 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 dee da. What do you think? Well, try it. So it's F sharp minor, and then A7 and F sharp minor in your right hand. Then A, and then B minor. Yeah, I think it sounds better if you do the A minor in root position, so your right hand will play this. We'll play. Try it again. Well, the A7 will be in the same place. Yep. Now go up to the B minor in root position. You can yeah, it'll sound. Yeah. And that going from try it again from the F sharp minor. Yeah, good. You got it. Try it from the. Yeah, that's it. B minor now. Yeah, I like it. I mean, and then your second phrase can start the same way. Now this is da sul tetto io la da sul tetto io la sento. Is that what you had in mind? Do you have something in mind for the melody? Da sul tetto io la sento. Go ahead. Yeah, that's good. Da sul tetto io la sento. Yep. Yeah. All right. Try that with chords. Da sul. Yeah. Why don't you resolve the right hand with the left hand? In other words, so you just play the D7 for a second, I'm saying, right? So, what do you think? movement too, having the chords changes come back quickly. It's just for a second, right? Try it. Do, da, dee. That'll work. It'll work when it resolves. No. First just D. Yes, yes. Can you give it full chords in the right hand though? See if you can give it full chords on the D7 and the G. The D7 and G major. What do you think?
I think it sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, and it's maintaining the melody that you came up with, right? So da sul tet. You're recording all this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Da sul teto. Let's take right there. Yeah. Okay. Da sul teto io la sen. Quotidian. What? How do you? How do you say that? Quotidiana is how many?
Quotidiana.
Quotidiana, right? Yeah. Quotidiana. Quotidiana.
Quotidiana.
Oh, you want a triplet there?
Yeah.
Quotidiana.
Quotidiana.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, good. Quotidiana.
Well, that sounds more like Bach than Mozart.
No, it doesn't. Quotidiana. No, I mean, that's. I mean, Bach might have written something like that, but Mozart certainly would too. Quotidiana. Meraviglia.
Yeah.
How are you ending the phrase? Meraviglia.
Yeah.
How about an F sharp at the end of instead? Yeah. How about I'll just make it even a little more Mozart for you, and Bach would not have done this. Yeah, you know what I was going to say, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I like that. Go ahead and take it from quote to the da 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 da. And I'm going to tell you how to fix that, okay? Because you don't like the sound of that F natural against the D, do you? And I don't either. Play in the right hand, play an F sharp diminished seventh chord. I'm sorry, not F sharp, F diminished seven. It's all minor thirds. F, G sharp, B, D, and then. Yeah. I mean, it'll come off eventually like this, something like that. Right? Try it. Yes, good. Yeah, you can just be on A7 the whole time until the diminish, right? Da da do A7, right? A7, F diminished. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, go ahead and play it from the whole phrase. Quote. What do you think? What do you think, Hayden?
Sounds good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, what I asked myself for quite a few years. I asked myself why. You know, there are a lot of composers from the same period as Mozart that kind of went the way of the dinosaur, that are not played very often, and yet when you hear them, their music sounds really quite good. But it's not Mozart, and I asked myself for years and years, why does, you know, when I do, because I did a lot of accompanying of pieces like that, when I accompany this piece by Louis Spohr or by Salieri or by Schutze, or I mean there's a lot of them, a lot of composers from around that time that you've probably never heard of. You hadn't heard of any of those, and you probably heard the name Salieri, right?
Yeah.
But why is their music not as great as Mozart? And it's things like you know, they all use 1, 4, and 5 chords, right, as the basis for their phrase structure, don't they? Everybody from the classical period uses that, right? With occasionally throwing in, you know, like you did already, a 6 chord or a 3 chord or something, right?
Yeah.
But Mozart throws in those little extra dissonances and passing chords and secondary dominants at just the right spot, you know. I'm trying to think of a yeah. Here, a great example is that Mozart concerto, the F major
Yeah.
one.
The one that my
What's that?
yeah, the one that my kind of love Clip and Go musical mobile plays.
Dim, body, body,
Yeah, that one.
da 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 da, dee dum. That note right there, that F sharp on top of the C7 chord that resolves to G, do dum, is, I mean, another composer might have written dum, body, body, da 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 dee. They might have just written that, right?
Right.
And that added little dissonant note there is quite expressive, really. You know, and it's just like what you're doing here, quotidiana, quotidiana, quotidiana. Somebody else might have written that instead, right? Where it would just be notes directly from the chord, right? But they're both, I mean, they both work, but that one is, to me, is a little more beautiful, you know. And you wrote that, right? You did the triplet thing.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
That just popped into my head.
Well, you know, because you listen to you listen to enough Mozart and Rossini and stuff, the patterns will start getting in there, you know. Let's see if we can do this. Can we do the entire 4 lines? Che delirio questa vista. I think you were going to a B. You were going to a B minor as the second chord. Yeah, go back to the beginning. No, we were doing a B minor there. B minor here again. Okay, now das. Yeah. Now the diminished, right? Yeah. maybe that seems to you that seems to you to be like a lot of effort to go to, but it really sounds better than just doing everything just with 1, 4, and 5 chords. And I'm glad that message got through to you. It seems to have gotten through to you, and you're thinking about that some, right?
Yeah, because I know that bugs you when I'm just using 1.5.
Well, the question is not what bugs me as much as it is, do you want to write a good opera? As far as where I'm sitting, I mean, we're looking at 2.5 hours worth of music, right? Or probably 2 hours or something like that. And when you're doing that, if you limit your harmonic vocabulary to mostly, almost exclusively 1, 4, and 5 chords in a key, the listener is going to be bored within a half hour, Hayden. I mean, that's no matter how beautiful your melodies are, because I mean, it's a subliminal thing, but the harmonies are what really move the music. Now I think you're going about it the right way, which is you come up with a melody, right, and then you harmonize it, right. So like when you're composing this, what do? You like listen to the Italian lines a number of times, right?
Yeah.
Spoken, you kind of listen to where the emphasis is, and then you try to get a melody coming to mind, and you noodle around on the piano a little bit and get a melody, right?
Yeah.
Now, once the melody is really, really solid, I mean, that's the way I did it when the couple times I've set texts. Once the melody is really solid in your mind, then you start trying different harmonizations, right? Different chord progressions. Correct? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's the part where I want, your melodies, I think, are generally very good. You don't want them too repetitive, but your melodies are generally very good. I really like that triplet thing. But just always be looking for things you can do to give it variety in terms of the harmonies. Okay. All right. You feel like you did, don't you?
Good.
Yeah, you did, and I'm just kind of moving it a step further. You did a good job of that. Incorporating a few other chords in there. Now, just so you're playing this with your left hand, the melody, right?
Yeah,
because it's a baritone or tenor aria,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I probably won't be playing the melodies. I'll probably just come up with just some sort of accompaniment to go with
Yeah,
it.
well, that's what I wanted to deal with now. So
I just wanted to show you how to.
yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm just going to the next step. Che delirio questa vista. Right. So what pattern are you doing with your right hand? You're so far you're just doing the chords,
Yeah,
right?
just doing chords.
Yeah.
I want to.
So it's play the chords and don't play your left hands. Don't play your left hand. Let's leave it. Then. let's just do the first two chord changes. It's the first three. It's a D major, right? Then B minor, and then F sharp minor, right? And then what did we do after that? Yeah. Okay. Now let's just do a little simple waltz pattern. I for voice leading's sake, I would keep this up here. So let's listen for a second. And then, yeah. Try it again. Yeah, I like that. What do you think?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Go ahead and play that one more time, and then we'll try something else. Okay. Now, let's play that, and the very last, the last bar, instead of doing 3/4 notes, just do a quarter note, and then a half note. So, ba-dum. Yeah, that makes it feel a little more like the conclusion of an idea, doesn't it, Hayden?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to try that with the melody in the left hand? Yeah, it's going to be tricky, isn't it?
Yeah, I won't be playing the melody if I'm.
Yeah, I know, but yeah. As a matter of fact, I won't torture you by making you do that. Well, I mean, I think it would be good for you to learn to do that, even if you're not going to do it when there's actual performance, because when you're playing it for a singer, or you send it to your buddy in Italy who did the libretto, you might it'd be nice to have a pattern going on instead of just playing a block chord, right?
No.
Yeah. All right. So let's just try one more pattern. Is there another waltz pattern that you can think of?
The one like the one that I'm learning?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, go ahead and do that. But you're going to have to do it, why don't you do it with your right hand, because that's what you're going to have to play it with. Sorry. All right, I like that. That's you another thing you could do. I mean, we can't do the jumping from the bass note because you have where you.
Only the third one if I was accompanying somebody.
Yeah. Well, that's probably what you want to do. What you want to do eventually. I mean, I think a waltz feel for that is nice. Now, so you want to incorporate that now. The quotidiana meraviglia. Now the next line is la città. So tell me how you say that.
La città è
Dentro di me.
dentro di me.
Di me.
La città è dentro di me.
Di me. La città.
La città.
You have some in mind? Okay, I'm going to suggest that well, how many couplets are there here? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. There are five couplets, and I'm going to suggest you do the second couplets with the same, pretty close to the same melody and the same harmonies. Now that might sound kind of, that might sound surprising coming from me because I'm always telling you variety. But you know, then they're kind of holding on, listeners kind of holding on to the melody you wrote, right? But then maybe when you get to the third one, the third couplet, che bagliori brulicanti, does that sound right? Okay, che bagliori brulicanti. I think he's close to it. Yeah, we ended on this thing with the diminished chord. Right?
Yeah.
Here, when you get to, you know, each couplet, you know, obviously you're not going to write a new melody and harmony for each couplet, right? Some of them are going to be pretty close to literal repeats, right? So you want some contrast. So you could do something like, and I'm just doing this off. You know, but I think that you know, after you do meraviglia or sul luci, that's the end of the second couplet, right? You could in other words, I'd have to work it out, but get your melody out of the key of D, okay? For at least one of these couplets, right? Does that
I don't want to do all C and F and D and G. That's why I chose D.
yeah, I know, and I like it. But you could go to, I mean, you know, I mean, there's all kinds of keys you can go to, but just one of the couplets, or maybe two of them. Like I think it would be kind of nice to have the second couplet, La città è dentro di me, right? That second one, I think it would be nice to have that kind of, it be very close to the way you did the first one, right? Che delirio, right? Right? But then the third one, Che bagliori, you can get to another key. Do it in a minor key. Go to B minor, which is the relative minor, right, of the D major, right?
Yeah.
Go to or you could go to G. I know you said you, or you could go to A. You know, you could start it on so. You could have a phrase in the key of A. But I'm just trying to get you contrast, right? Right. I think I might have given you this. I mean, what are you thinking? Are you thinking that like off base, or you think that it's a valid point? I mean.
Well, I could try that. It's just I don't think using this the same melody would work because it has more, I think it has more syllables than,
Oh, well. I'm not sure exactly how I would fit syllables and how I would fit anything, when I'm doing this, because I'm just doing this off the top of my head. But the overall idea that you have 5 couplets here, right? 5 4-line phrases, right? And you don't want to do them all with the same harmonic progression in the same key. You want to have a little variety. That's the point I'm trying to get to you. Not to do it exactly the way I did it, or because I'd have to really figure it out, how to fit the syllables and things like that. So give that a try, okay?
okay.
Okay. I guess I guess that's it for today. But I want to I want it to be a specific assignment. So I want you to finish this one by the next time I see you on the opera. Okay? Okay, Hayden?
Okay.
And yes, you can use most of what we just did today. You can even go back to what you were doing when I first came in, although I think you were a little bit unsure of some of the harmonies and stuff. But you don't have to accept my advice on everything. I mean, there's no point in me coming here, to work with you on the opera if I don't give you my ideas, right? So
Right.
ultimately you're the one who decides.
Right.
But what I would do the first 4 8 lines through Sulla Luci as two 4-bar phrases with the waltz tempo, right? The waltz feel. I would do that. I would do that, and then the third one I would then vary a bit, maybe to a different major key. The fourth one I would vary a little bit again, maybe to a minor key, and the fifth one, so the form is kind of rounded, I would come back with the same melody that I did in the first one. Okay?
And then even a cadenza there, that
Oh yeah.
when some I've heard some artists do that.
It says Arriva Stella at the end of it, but that would be kind of cool if he's like singing a cadenza and sort of enjoying his own voice, with this beautiful evening and all, right? And he's doing a cadenza, and then she kind of comes walking in while he's doing that, Don't you think that would? I don't know.
I think that would, yeah, because
She's,
I don't really know how to write that in a score.
well, no. It says Arriva Stella. All you'd have to do.
I meant like how to write a cadenza in a score.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I could help you with writing it out in pencil. Have you started putting any of this into the computer program yet?
I have.
You have. Okay. Okay, Drew, maybe we could look at that next time.
Yeah, I actually asked him to start doing it. He hasn't told me that he did it. But yes,
Okay.
I suggested he start with the ballet, since that's kind of already composed and
Okay.
it's not going to change. Is that the one you did, or did you do something else?
Well, we started with the overture, remember?
Okay.
Yeah, you did, but I think that one's going to change when you start getting the arias put in it.
Yeah. What have you entered into your computer programs?
You're right, you had to start with the aria.
Did you enter anything yet, Hayden?
Not that I have open right now.
No, I don't. I'm not going to look at it right now because we're done. But I mean, for next time, you need to start committing this stuff
Yeah,
to the program.
I did it, I entered the part of the overture when we got to the, not to the part where I was quoting the other